in this company for a long time. We've been tagging for a long time. And this is what's okay to hear now. If that's the standard. If Saturday Night Special can't tag at RSW, I fucking quit.
Working Little Caesars. Fuck this shit.
How you living? I am Spooky Lou Carpenbarker. You're listening to WrestleRoni. I'm joined by my very great friend Lawrence and our very, very special guest that I'm very privileged to give a platform to, my brother, the sweet and sassy son of the Independents, the one and only Candyman, Marrcus Twist. How are you doing, sir?
I've had better weeks, Lou.
I have too. I feel bad because I'm living my dream and you're living a nightmare. I hate this, man. I hate it.
Over the past, you gotta figure 2-3 weeks, life has changed almost completely.
Let's look at it. Fairmont State, you lose the tag team championships off the top turnbuckle into thumbtacks after a war with the murder. Then we go into, you get jumped the same night. You get taken to the hospital. Fingers broken. I don't know the other injuries you acquired. Then we roll into New Kensington. I don't know. We know what happened. I just showed the footage. You lost. No more Saturday Night Special. And you quit. What was going through your mind, bro?
It's a lot of things. First, I can't believe that, because I listened to the podcast, I watched the matches. I can't believe no one said anything about the gimmick. Logan came over and hit me over with that purple thing. I don't even know what it was. I mean, Baker interrupted the match practically. We had it won twice.
And he pulls the
I don't know if you guys watched that back. Not only did we hit our tag finish.
Mm-hmm.
We called Fear and Loathing in Little Vegas, that double pump handle gimmick. We landed it. 1, 2, would have been 3. Would have been 3 all day long. Mm-hmm. And then I go ahead and almost get power bombed. And reverse out of that, had Trevor Gage in the sharpshooter.
Yep.
And Trevor Gage was tapping.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm not the only person that's probably upset about the match. I mean, it's just blatantly obvious. Anybody that could watch it back knows that these stipulations are trying to hold her bullshit.
Lawrence brought it up on the show. No eyes were on that match, but by God, the RSW title match. Oh, let's restart the match. I listened to it because the second I heard Lawrence bring it up, I was like, "What's he talking about?" Then the match finally comes out, and I was like, "Oh, so they can pay attention to that." Yeah.
Yep.
But the stakes are equally, if not more, high for our match,
sure.
No one paid attention to it.
Saturday Night Special is money as a tag team. That is money. That is money out of Marrcus Twist and DD Vice's pocket. Fuck! Lawrence, what do you have to say about this? What's on your mind, brother?
Well, first off, I just want to say to our esteemed guest, my brother Marrcus Twist, I just wanted to let you know that, it really sucks. And obviously you heard the podcast, you heard how Spooky and I felt about it. And I just wanted to just take a moment to tell you from my heart coming from someone that had never watched independent wrestling, had never even seen you wrestling with Dee as a tag team, that if you don't believe that you can make a impact on someone's life, that someone can watch you and just become an instant fan, you are sorely mistaken. You've certainly had an impact on my life. I've had a chance to meet you, talk to you on the podcast. I think you and Dee are great people. It sucks that it went down the way it did. But, like I said, this platform, like Spooky said, is always here for you. Talk about whatever you need to, man. And damn, fucking sucks, man.
Always.
I wish it didn't go down like that, and I'm going to fucking miss you, brother.
For sure.
Lawrence, I appreciate it. I appreciate the honesty. I love the fact that you wear your heart out on your sleeve like that. I know that we've affected a lot of people in a positive way numerous times over and over again throughout our careers at RSW and everywhere else that we've gone. But I can't see myself working for a company that would just as easily throw me away or throw away my tag team. Like, it just doesn't make sense that you would just toss it away like that. If you just watch back the footage, I mean, if anything, we should have got a rematch.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And back to Lawrence, with what Lawrence was saying, it was the first interview with you that brought Lawrence to the podcast, to independent wrestling, because he listened to that and thought you were such a cool dude. And the podcast wouldn't be where it is without Marrcus Twist if you hadn't reached out to me on Twitter. So we're both forever grateful to both you and Dee Dee. Dee Dee's going to have a hell of a run, and we'll get into that. But you're a life changer, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say total respect for what you guys do. And as a fan, as a new fan of independent wrestling, in particular, you and Dee Dee, it really sucks for me because just think how someone became a fan and how fucking cheated I feel now. Because I only got to watch you guys 3 fucking times. All these other people have got to see you for a much longer time, and now like I'm screwed as a fan because now I don't get to see you anymore. And that's sad, man. I'm fucking really pissed off about it.
Oh, it is. You're not the only one that's pissed off. Trust me. I mean, I'm pissed off, defeated. I feel let down. I mean, I feel let a bunch of other people down, and it had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with my performance or our athleticism or.
Exactly.
I mean, it had everything to do with cheating. That was it.
Exactly. The night before you main evented Fight TV, trending stream on Fight TV, and Beastman just wallowed you, bro. He beat the shit out of you. For you to even be in that match says something about you and your heart. Go into a little bit of what happened on Friday night at VCW in that 6-man. That's one of my favorite matches of all time.
Oh, it's that was a fight. That wasn't a wrestling match. That was a fight from the beginning to the end of it. But I mean, whenever you look at it, look at it as a whole. We did what we had to do. Might not have pinned Beastman, but we made sure the Beastman felt defeat after he did all that ass kicking on me. I got back at him by giving him an L on his record. That's something he can't ever take away.
Hell yeah.
That was trending #1 on Fight TV. It beat out GCW and Nick Gage on their flyer. It beat out Floyd Mayweather. It was the most popular thing for over 24 hours.
Yep.
And that's a loss on his record he'll never be able to undo. And we gave that to him, but it came at a price. And that was going in, not being 100% the next night.
But still, you did not lose the match because you were at 100%. You guys suplexed them off the wall. You guys were all over the place. You killed it in New Kensington. For listeners, please check out that match. The Unappreciated against Saturday Night Special. What a match. Entire card's crazy. Watch every match because it's such a good show. But heading into Monongah, Krampus Mania 2, it's DD Vice on his own. His first singles match in a while in RSW. Taking on one of my favorites. I'm going to lighten up a little bit because, boy, do I love me some Tommy Irish. I think DD's going to shine as a singles star in RSW. Marcus, what do you think about DD's match coming up, Tommy Irish?
Well, we've already talked, and I mean, like I obviously, if I'm not going to be there, if I'm going to be sitting at home, I want my brother to succeed. So we're going to be training hard for his upcoming match.
Hell yeah!
So I mean, we'll be training together. We'll be wrestling each other to prepare him for this match coming up with Tommy Irish.
Hell yeah! I watched a match with him and 2PW last night. I posted some clips. The dude's a superstar. You both could shine on your own, but put you together, you got a mega power. Pun intended. I don't give a shit. But both of you guys on your own can shine. DD's going to do great. If there's any silver lining to this storm, it gives DD Vice a chance to shine. The dude's a superstar. He doesn't even know how much of a superstar he is. Watching him on his own in 2PW last night, the dude killed it. He can go. He can wrestle. He's got charisma. He's entertaining as hell. DD Vice is the fucking man. So, like I say, if there's any silver lining, the dude could go to the top of RSW in no time. The first obstacle is Tommy Irish, which I love. It's a dream match for me. I can't wait for this one, Rich. I can't wait for you to come out, see Tommy Irish live. Like I say, that dude could be like, hey, your computer's off. Turn your computer on. I'll be like, what? Oh, no.
I feel terrible for Tommy Irish because I know Dee Dee's just as upset as I am.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a way for him to kind of show the office, to show everybody out in the crowd, to show everyone how frustrated both of us are. I won't be there.
Yeah.
But I know that he'll be wrestling for both of us. So Tommy Irish, you're in for probably an extremely rough night.
He's in for hell. He's in for hell. I can't wait. So where do we see?
So I don't know if that show happens on a Saturday, but he's definitely going to get a little bit of Saturday night special. He's getting it from both of us, even though one of us is there.
No doubt in my mind. Where do we see DD going from there after he whoops Tommy Irish's ass? God, I hope you don't hear that. Where do we see DD going from there?
I could see him going on a solid single run by himself, just taking the company.
Oh,
I mean, because I'm not going to stop wrestling. I mean, like I believe we have a couple more dates until the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta polish off Mount Kilpiss in December. We got a tag team title match this weekend.
Hell yeah, go into that
over at 2PW.
Go into
against
that.
the Brotherhood. Oh, we have more than one tag team title match from now until the end of the year. Yeah. It's not just the 2PW. We have AON's tag team belts that we're going to be shooting for in a triple threat.
Hell yeah.
That'll be at the beginning of December.
Who's
that'll be Freaky and Manchild versus Saturday Night Special versus the current AON tag champions, the Grapple Vices.
Okay. That'll be a fun one.
So, I mean, it's pretty obvious. We can be successful outside RSW.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the proof's in the pudding.
It's a big hit, though. Losing your home promotion, losing where it's where I trained, where I came up. That's home for me. To walk out of there, I mean, it's going to affect my performance from now to maybe forever. I don't know.
Marrcus Twist is leaving home.
Yeah, leaving home, hopefully with some successes. I'm trying to stay positive. Good. I know that you want to talk about 2PW a little bit. Mm-hmm. We have the Brotherhood match. We got some history with the Brotherhood. We've gone up against them at Thundercade. That's basically AON's WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the big old Coliseum over there in Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Mike Bonner got COVID.
Oh.
So the last time that we went up against them, there was a totally different additive because they do themselves. They have a little 3-bird rule going.
Okay.
So I mean, they had a third member we didn't even account for.
Oh shit.
So I mean, whenever we went out there, we gave it our all, but our game plan wasn't to go up against the other two. It wasn't Julian and their third that came out of nowhere. It was supposed to be Julian and Mike.
Right.
Well, when Mike's not there and you have that random additive, I mean, it's really hard to prepare for because I've never seen the kid wrestle.
Right. How do you study him? Yep. But this time, it looks like everything's in place. There's no doubt in my mind. I have 110% confidence in you, and I'm sure Lawrence does as well. We're
Oh,
looking
absolutely.
we're looking at new 2PW tag team champions. And for the listeners, if you're curious about Saturday Night Special in 2PW, I highly encourage you to check out Indie with a Y wrestling.us. You can Google it, or you can get on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel. You can join, pay $5 a month, have access to the library. You get 2PW, you get VCW. There's plenty of Saturday Night Special in there for you. I highly encourage the listeners to check it out. All kinds of good stuff. So yeah, we can check it out on there. I'm sure it won't be live, but I'm sure it will hit very soon after you guys win the tag team championships.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So we're gonna give them hell. Either way, we can actually keep our word with these guys. We'll go get a beer with them after.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
A lot of
Definitely.
respect for the brotherhood.
Okay.
A lot of respect for them.
What about the murder? Looking back on those two matches, man, what a couple of great matches. Where do you stand on that? Looking back at those, Fairmont State, one of my all-time favorite matches. The crowd was insane. They were into it. Just give me a little bit of thoughts on those two matches you guys had with the murder in Monongah and Fairmont State.
Well, when we came into Monongah, it was more. I had more optimism with like camaraderie after the match. I thought that we were going to be able to win, lose, or draw, just put this behind us, and clearly we couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But we went out, we gave it 110%. Our 110 was just better than their 100 that night.
Right on.
So, I mean, like, and it's any given Sunday. It works for wrestling just like it works for football.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And against the advice from plenty of people, they said, hey, you want to go after the murder? Why are you putting the belts on the line?
Yeah.
You can go after the murder and leave the belts at home.
Mhm.
But, I mean, that's what kind of example does that set?
Right.
Right.
To go out and get revenge. I mean, like, and would they have even taken the match without the opportunity?
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, like, we had to put them back on the line. We went in with a game plan because me and Dee Vice, the murder are tough. Billy and Phineas are tough guys, and I'll never put either one of them down or say that either one of them aren't, because they absolutely are. But we're no slouches either.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
We're tough guys. We'll bang with the best of them. We got technical wrestling backgrounds. We're both fantastic tag team technicians.
For sure.
I mean, like,
Mhm.
it was a great matchup, especially in a no DQ match.
Mm-hmm.
But just so happened that while we had one camera angle that came out and it covered most of what Billy and Dee Dee were going through, the opposite camera angle missed. I caught a pipe to the ribs, into the head, and then, I mean, they totally just double teamed Dee Dee and took him out of the equation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't feel like a lot of people know that because of both angles not being out there.
Coming soon.
But I
Mhm.
mean, whenever you know that now that that's public information, now that people know where I was during this entire thing and why I wasn't in the scramble, that's why. But I mean, you can't tell me that I didn't do the absolute best that I possibly could against two members of the murder alone.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you gave Phineas
Yep.
a Russian leg sweep on the ramp.
Yep.
I've seen the angles. They'll be out to the public soon. It'll be a whole professional deal like folks are used to. It's coming soon, and like you said, it does miss some of the action. I've watched all of the angles since I kind of got my hookups now. But I've watched the hard cam, the other roaming cam. Of course, I worked the other cam. I was told to stay with Dee Dee and Billy, so that's what I did. But yeah, I've seen some of the stuff that you and Phineas went through. You guys both put your bodies through hell, and that's coming to the folks very soon. So you'll get your due soon, sir.
And the no ring death match prior to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
go
we
into
had
that.
the no ring death match, a triple threat in between me, Dee Dee Vice, and Jason Gorey, over at Evil Ways in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
And Gory's no slouch, but go ahead, tell us about it because we haven't seen it.
Well, the footage won't be coming out for a little while.
God.
I mean, like they're having some technical difficulties, and they're trying to recover an angle.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I mean, they got one camera angle down. There's another camera angle that isn't recovered so much yet. So they're going through technical difficulties over in the office in Evil Ways.
Indie
But
wrestling.
me and DD Vice, like I said, we're no slouches, and we're definitely no strangers to beating each other up, and that's exactly what we ended up doing. What you would think would happen did happen. We did the smart thing. We came after Jason Gorey together. We beat on him together. We had him dead to rights. And then started arguing about the pin. Who's going to take the glory for the night?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that turned our 2-on-1 into a legitimate triple threat. There were light tubes. There was a table. There's a ladder. We pulled back out our absolute favorite weapons that we seem to end up using every time we're in Pittsburgh. It's the carpet strip kendo sticks. I mean, we went back and forth, went hard as hell. And then after, because I'm not going to spoil it until it comes out. I haven't even released footage from it. But, because I have a little bit. I know a couple people.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not gonna drop who wins, who loses, none of that. But after something like that, and then going into that no DQ match with the murder, who knows what would have happened if we would have went 100%.
Yeah.
If we would have went in and didn't have a match the night before, especially one like that, who knows what could have happened. That's one of the things. That's one of the things you struggle with all week. You know, you sit here and you just keep on thinking back, like, hey, if I didn't go so hard here, I might have not lost. You know.
Yeah.
Might have not lost the belts. Might have not lost my tag partner.
That's rough. And you're an indie wrestler, bro. So you're working during the week. You're working hard. You were working out in the snow today. You know, and that weekend you go through a death match. You go through a crazy tornado tag you might as well call a death match. Then you get jumped after the match and you're spending the night in the hospital. And then the next weekend, Beastman live on pay-per-view. You've been going hard, man.
That's it. You take that 110%, and I feel like at some point it's going to catch up. At some point, you're going to go out and you're going to be less than 100.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to fight with everything you got, and sometimes fighting with everything you got, you just come up short. Or you're not thinking clear, or, I mean, that's the way the business works, man. I mean, like, I've even talked to DD Vice about just taking, like, a full-on break in general after these last couple dates that we have for this year.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm coming back at all. But, I mean, we're going to see how my mental health plays into all this, how physically healthy I can be for the rest of the year. If I can make it through these matches, I mean, there's a good chance that, like, I might have to cancel, depending on how bad things go.
You look out for you. Like you said, your mental health's the most important. We want Marrcus Twist mentally healthy. We want you happy. We want you enjoying the holidays with your family. You look out. We're going to miss you. We're going to miss you like hell. But you look out for you, man.
For sure. And I just want to jump in for a second just to kind of point out in the match that you faced the murder where you guys did ultimately lose the belt. Imagine, like, you definitely can't take anything from your own performance and the hell that you put your body through, because I was one of the people that watched the other angle, and I watched your tag team partner, Dee be out of the match for almost the whole fucking match. So, like, it was basically you versus two people. So imagine if you had your tag team partner, how the result might have been different outcome.
Yeah. I mean, he was strapped to the ring post.
Yeah, I mean, you busted your ass out there, man. Like, there's no denying that.
Yeah, looking back in hindsight, any given Sunday, it could have played out 100 different ways.
Oh yeah.
But it played out the way it did, and here we are. At the end of the match, I pulled thumbtacks out of the back of my neck, out of the back of my head. I pulled 17 thumbtacks out of my left hand and wrist.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
God.
I counted. You could see the holes. I counted.
Good God.
Wow.
And you know what I did the following week?
Huh.
Main event and Fight TV.
Yep.
Mhm.
You sure the fuck did, Marcus.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. I was lucky enough. Like, fate's doing some crazy shit with me, experimenting with me right now. I'm backstage watching the fight feed. Oh, Ronnie Starks needs somebody to pull the cable so he'll quit tripping over him. So I'm lucky enough to be ringside to watch my boys' main event Fight TV. If you watch it back, just look at my face and look how happy I am. There I go getting emotional again. But that was another magic moment. Not to put myself over, but it's been crazy. Just stand there ringside to see you guys do your thing. Beastman, Mount Kilpis, and you guys won. You guys won. That was a moment. That was a fucking life moment right there.
Oh, it's against all odds. How many people can even say that they'll be able to do that in their wrestling career? And I've done it within the first 3 years of mine.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, you've been killing it, but it's because you're talented. It's because you're a damn talented dude. You can cut a fucking promo. You can fucking go like a motherfucker in the ring. I know I'm speaking for Rich as well. We're damn proud of you. No matter what you decide to do, we'll back your decision,
Absolutely.
whether it hurts us or not. But you look out for you, man.
And I want to reiterate the point what Spooky said earlier. This podcast wouldn't be shit without you.
Yep.
Like that's the absolute truth. So for anyone that's listening right now, that's an audience now or listens to this podcast later, understand that what we say, it comes from the heart, man. Like this guy means the world to us, and this podcast would not be what it is without Marcus Twist. Period.
Go back and listen to the prior episode. See what we're talking about. We used to have fun. We used to sit on here and have a blast with Marcus. Dee Dee's been on plenty with Marcus. But, yeah, we wouldn't be shit if you hadn't reached out to me on Twitter, said, it sounded like fun, you wanted to hop on. And I've told this story, but for the new listeners, whenever Marcus, I didn't know Marcus from Adam. And he gets on the Discord, I go to hit record on the computer, the whole computer freezes up, the whole fucking thing. And for a half hour, I'm trying to fix it. And Marcus sat on the phone with me and was chill as fuck and told me stories like he knew me all of his life. And it means the fucking world, man.
Yeah, for real.
I'll
do anything for either one of you guys.
Oh, right back at you.
Right back up for sure.
Just because RSW might not be a factor, it doesn't mean I'm not going to be around. It doesn't mean I'm not going to help you guys out whenever I can. I'll get my shit straight.
Well,
and I mean, you can never say never in this business.
Well, if you
Fuck yeah.
if you look out for you, you enjoy your holidays, but if the day comes that you consider RSW, you talk to me. Let's let it be known, I'm brand new, but I'm in Tim Cross's ear now. I'm part of the office. Anything I can do. If you don't want to come back to RSW and you need me for the show for a platform, you hit me up. If you're going to freaking West Coast Pro, wherever, CCW, anywhere, and you need to talk about the match and promote the match, hit me up. We'll have you on whenever you want. The platform is always yours.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you.
And just know this, Marcus, like I said, I'm going to just point this out again, that you brought me into the fold, bro. Like, you brought me into enjoying independent wrestling, enjoying RSW. So understand that I will continue to watch RSW, just like obviously Spooky is too, because he works for the company and I enjoy the product regardless. But I want you to know that I don't always agree with the decisions made. And this decision is a fucking horrible one, period.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same without you and Dee Dee being able to tag, period.
I feel like I know it's not just you guys that feel that like that.
Oh, I've seen
It's
it all
not
over
just
social
me.
media.
It's everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody's been going crazy about it this entire time. My phone hasn't stopped.
Yep.
I
Same.
mean, we just got to see how things play out. We got to see how the rest of 2022 plays out into 2023. I haven't accepted any new dates quite yet. Just see where we're sitting at.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
See
it's like
how Didi does by himself for right now.
he's going
Yeah,
to shine.
give my man the spotlight.
He's going to shine. I know he will. And
Mhm.
DD Vice is going to become a superstar. So, again, that's the silver lining in all this. It gives DD a chance to shine. And it's like you said, it's been all over social media, the outcry of what happened in New Kensington. Everybody supports you, except Shithead. Shithead Bake. That's his name now to me. He's Shithead. So, I hope you're listening, Shithead. What would you do if you could get your hands on that little motherfucker?
Oh, I'd make it so both his legs are fucked up.
Uh huh. I know what you're talking about. You see him try to jump off that ring. Hey, I can't say shit. If I tried to jump off that ring, I'd be fucked. I'd be in a wheelchair right now.
Nah, I think eventually it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be all next year, but at some point, I'm gonna get back at Bake. I'm gonna get back at Trevor. I'm gonna get back at Logan. I'll get even.
Hell yeah.
That's everything will align. I'll end up getting even with those guys. They'll pay for everything they did. Hopefully, they end up just staying on an intense losing streak, or they get caught cheating. They go ahead and get disqualified because that's what they deserve.
Right. Yeah. I agree. And I can't wait till the day. It doesn't have to be in an RSW ring. It's a small world. Monongah, West Virginia's. It's a small world around here, bro. So yeah, watch your back, y'all. Marcus Twist is out here, and he's not too fucking happy. So we got, like I say, we got 2PW coming up. We've got other matches lined up at the end of the year. You don't know what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. We've covered everything, but still, we've told you how much we appreciate you. It sucks. Hell, I mean, you're still a fucking superstar. You was just on the Wrestling Mayhem show last night. I watched you. So, obviously there's still a want and a need for Marcus Twist. People are reaching out. How did that go for you? What was that experience like last night on Wrestling Mayhem show?
It was a very different thing to sit through.
Okay.
I like doing my interviews. Mainly based on like things that we're going to talk about the product, upcoming matches, things along those lines. I feel like we touched a lot about like current product and other companies. It's not like I don't enjoy watching wrestling. I just know that a lot of the wrestling that I do watch anymore is older stuff, and I try to keep up on current product whenever I can. But most of the time, when the big like matches happen, I'm having my own big match somewhere.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
So I mean, like it's hard. I mean, like on Saturday here, we got the tag titles coming up for 2PW. Well, we also have Full Gear is also on Saturday.
Yep. Who you
So,
pulling for in that one?
MJF.
Yep, same.
But I think the rest of the world is also pulling for MJF.
I think so too. It pulled the trigger. It's his time. Yeah, I've said it prior on the podcast. I don't trust him. I think the firm's in on it, and they'll all jump Mox because it's going to take hell to beat Mox. So I don't even know what I'm doing Saturday. I may watch the pay-per-view, and I may be in Arizona putting up a ring and recording. Who the fuck knows? I don't know yet.
So I know win, lose, or draw, Saturday night special will find an Applebee's.
Fuck yeah.
Somewhere out towards Katanning, Pennsylvania.
All right.
And we're gonna take the Brotherhood out for a beer or two. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. And I know that those guys will actually hold up to that end of the bargain.
Aha. So when you win, the 2PW Tag Team Championships. What's for dinner at Applebee's?
It's Fiesta Lime Chicken. And then probably do like some boneless wings
Okay.
as a little appetizer.
Hell yeah.
And then try to wash it down with whatever dollar drink they got on the menu for this month. Hopefully it's good.
I fucking love you. Hey, Lawrence, do you have any questions? Because I'm going to check for some fan questions I know we had on Facebook. So if you got any questions to throw in there while I'm looking for these, have at it, buddy.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, like, so we've kind of touched a little bit about like where Marcus goes from here as far as like dates that you have set. How booked are you from now until 2023?
I have 3 more matches.
Okay.
From right now until 2023.
Okay.
So I'll have VC. Well, I'll have 2PW. That'll be this Saturday, and that's in that's outside of Katanning, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I believe it's Williamsboro or Williamsport. I'm gonna have to look just to clarify. But I have that. I have AON, that'll be in Johnstown. That's a triple threat for a tag title.
Nice.
And then we got VCW. I still have it. That'll be in December.
Fuck
so,
yeah.
No one's really told me what we're doing. Supposedly Mount Kilpiss is finally going to get their revenge. They want to break Saturday Night Special's winning streak.
Ooh.
We are 4-0 in VCW.
Nice.
So and that's going up against the biggest star in VCW this past Friday.
Okay.
And we're still undefeated.
Okay. Hey, Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. Speaking of VCW, we have the commissioner chiming in with a question. I see. Nicholas Griffin on Facebook. Oh, is that his name as the commissioner as well? I don't know. Anyway, he asked, when you going to take him to Applebee's? That's his question.
I'll take him anytime let's put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they finally get these titles and they get everything, all the T's, crossed, all the I's dotted, they finally get these tag titles for VCW into production.
Mm-hmm.
They give Saturday Night Special a title shot. I'll take him out to Applebee's for a whole week.
Okay.
Oh shit! Nice.
Because let's be honest, we're the only tag team that's undefeated.
Yep. Give them the opportunity.
We've gone above and beyond over and over again in VCW. I think that we've earned it now at this point. I can't think of another team that has earned it more than we have.
Right on.
Cool. And this P2W that you got coming up you said this Saturday, Marcus?
Yeah, that'd be this Saturday at 2PW. It's Prospect Pro Wrestling. Instead of just having PPW, they do 2PW.
Because there's a million PPWs.
How does a Marcus Twist and DD Vice fan like myself catch that?
That'll be on indiewrestling.us.
Yes, sir. $5 on YouTube, $6 without YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, so
indiewrestling.us.
My good buddy Sorge that I did the podcast with the other night. That's his little promotional recording, business.
Right.
It keeps him going, and he has recorded an extreme amount not only for me but for everybody. He records like for 4 or 5 different companies. Yeah. So it keeps him going, puts money in his pocket so he can keep going. It's a pretty modest price.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. indiewrestling.us, $5 you said, Spook?
Yes, sir. I'll shoot you a link. I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll pay for that. I'll watch that.
And speaking of that,
I'm subscribed.
Yeah.
Like I'm on there and I'm subscribed.
Okay.
And
okay.
That's another dude that's an inspiration to me, man, to see how much he's done and what he's doing. I love IndieWrestling.us and his show and the Wrestling Mayhem show. That dude's that. Let's say it right now. My goal. Whew, that's a hell of a goal too. Let's fucking put it out there. My goal is to get to his level. That's a grind right there. That dude's an inspiration to me. If you happen to be listening, which I doubt you are, but if you happen to listen, yeah, that dude's an inspiration to me. If I can get to his level, then woo boy, I'll pat myself on the back then.
Yeah, it's all you need is heart. I feel like all you need is heart and charisma and work ethic.
Okay.
And you got to have a love for the business, and that's I already know you got it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, that's something to work for. And to the commissioner of VCW, I can't think of the name on VCW. If I gave away your shoot name, I apologize. I'm not sure. I'll live through it.
Yeah, we'll just call him Mr. Nick.
Mr. Nick, yeah, because I know it's Nick something on VCW. We do have another question on the Facebook. This one comes from the great Dustin Alexander, Big D himself, okay?
Big D.
Uh-huh. Did you see the new Kensington footage? The proof's right there, buddy. Dustin Alexander asks you, Marcus Twist, how sweet is the candy?
How sweet is the candy?
That's the question.
Well, lately it's been awfully sour.
Yeah.
Normally life's sweet. Normally life's sweet. Cloud9. We pump out nothing but sweet candy here at Marcus Twist's House of Fixins. But lately it's been sour, man. I mean, I'm sure it's affected by the mood.
Yeah.
There's a big shift. There's a pressure in the air.
Right. Kind of like a warhead then.
Yeah, we went from Sour Patch Kids, which were only kind of sour here and there whenever we feel like it, to being a full-on warhead all the time.
Right. Makes sense. I get it.
I feel like if Dee would have asked that, or Dee would have answered that question, he might have said, "I don't know. Why don't you ask your mom?"
Yeah, that would have been a good one. Yeah.
You know he would have. He's like, "I don't know. Why don't you ask your mom?"
We do have two more.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh God. I was going to say, Dee Vice, we love you, brother.
Oh, we actually have...
somebody's got to. I know I love him. I've kind of made... I have to.
No, you guys are both awesome. Like I say, Dee going to shine. I can't wait. We do have Tristan St. Croix, Frat Daddy himself, chiming in. Man, these are some questions right here. And don't shoot the messenger. I asked for questions. I'm just reading the questions I got, okay? Frat Daddy himself asked you, who'd he ever beat?
I beat him.
Ha!
For the RSW tag titles.
Oh!
Why'd you ask that? That was my Wrestler of the Week. Why'd you ask that?
I know. Your Wrestler of the Week just did that, bro.
He's been drinking a lot, I'm sure. Probably must have forgot. That was one gimmick ago. But yeah, I beat him.
Well, you might not have caught it, sir. The good guys made a return in Saturday. I don't know what the hell's going on there.
I did. I managed to. It's water under the bridge. We had. It'll probably be feud of the year for this year, in between us and the good guys, honestly. Because we went to war for over a year. It was a year and a half.
Hell yeah!
And then we finally took a crack at them. They decided they wanted to do a hardcore, like no rule. Well, coincidentally, tornado tag, no DQ, is how we won the titles.
Wow! Talk about full circle.
Yeah, it really did. Fate must have aligned something serious. Billy Knox was right about the Gatorade and Mercury and everything, because it did come full circle.
How insane. That's crazy. Rich, life is insane.
Yes, it is.
Are we ready for the next one, fellas?
Yeah.
All right. We got no bullshit. Gannon Green chiming in. This is going to be a hard one to read, but I'm going to try to read it. All right, here we go. How many dinks could a dink binker dink if a dink binker couldn't bink dinks? Could not bink dinks, sir.
If he couldn't bank dinks, how many banks would he dink?
Yes.
That would be 0 dinks to bank because he can't bank any dinks.
Ah, you're not getting one past this guy, Gannon. No bullshit. Right here.
You just blew my mind.
Okay, we have our answer.
Mm.
Oh boy. And the last one. Can you believe who this one's from? Shithead chimed in.
Mm.
Yep. Shithead had to ask a question. I haven't even read it yet. Let's see what it says. How does it feel to not be able to tag with DD in RSW? It's a question. Here you go. Have at it.
Well, Bake, how does it feel to never legitimately win anything in your entire life?
Oh.
Sing.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, whenever, and it's not you. Let's face it, Trevor and Logan are going out there and winning these matches. You're just a prop, just a mouthpiece. You're no different than a clarinet over in the corner. If you don't have anyone to play with you, you're useless. So, whenever you guys start legitimately winning and you accomplish something, then maybe you can comment on who I'm tagging with, who I'm not tagging with, where I'm working, where I'm not working.
I know he'll be listening too. I know you're a big fan of the show, Shithead. That's his name. That's his name from now on. I don't call him Bake. He's Shithead.
And sounds like Marcus was bringing the burn and some aloe vera. What?
Oh my God. Ridiculous. Of course, this is Marcus fucking Twist, Rich. I don't know if you knew. This is Marcus fucking Twist, the Candyman, the sweet and sassy son of the Independents. Don't get me started on Marcus Twist.
No, I can talk, I can wrestle. There's plenty of things that I'm capable of. I don't have to have anyone cheat to win anything either.
That's a good. You've been through some phases. That's a good point you bring up. Have you ever cheated to win?
We have never cheated to win.
Really?
It's never, not once, regardless of how we stand with whatever company that we end up going into, whether, we portray the dastardly dickheads or we're, sweet and sassy like we normally are. I don't think we've ever cheated once to win.
How about that? Hell yeah. Well, you know what? You got a chip on your shoulder right now. 2 PW championships. That's a big deal in my book. Those are prestigious titles in my book. Do what you got to do, man. I wouldn't think any less of you if you cheated to win those belts. Now, I'm not telling you to, but I'm saying don't feel bad if you do.
No, I think we have, there's, like I told you before, there's new moves all the time. There's plenty of moves that people haven't seen or, they don't know. They haven't been at training.
Okay.
They haven't seen what we've done behind the scenes.
Okay.
I mean, I did pull out one on Saturday.
Oh, you were on fire.
That lung blower is a move that I never use, but I pulled it out just for Logan Taylor, and that's just the beginning of it.
Hell yeah. You and Logan Taylor beat the shit out of each other in that match. I encourage my listeners, you got to see this match. Don't watch the end. You'll cry. It's ridiculous. And fuck that crowd in New Kensington for fucking mocking you when you quit. Bunch of fucking assholes.
Hey, brother, they just like quitting their jobs, too. That's a low-income area in Pittsburgh. Most of them don't work. They probably just wanted to know what it felt like to have a job to be able to quit it. It's the first time they ever experienced it. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how they got into the wrestling show with food stamps. But I haven't asked Tim Cross or MB Young about it. I'm going to have to reach out maybe this week. If it ends up sparking my interest and I remember, I know that I'm not necessarily happy with Tim right now, but I do want to know what he did with all those food stamp cards.
I'm sure they went to good use. There's no doubt in my mind. I get where you're going. And plus, it was close to the first of the month. Being someone very familiar with welfare myself, towards first of the month, you have a few extra dollars. So it might not have been food stamps, might have been. You never know. So, yeah. I said it on the prior podcast, and I might see some of these people in person again, but that crowd was funky. That was a funky crowd up there, and not in a good way. Kiss my ass.
I'll definitely continue to see him because I mean, like I still talk to MV.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like he's a good friend of mine. It's not like I would ever stop working for him just because he's in cahoots with a guy that's okay with cheating. But
And not to toot my own horn or anything, but he's my Facebook friend now, so you know.
yeah, you're in the club, brother. I seen it.
Toot toot.
Hey, keep in mind too, though, gentlemen. Sometimes you can cheat and still not win, even when you get the 3 count. Ain't that right, Jackson Argos? Oh. Where were your eyes on the matches? I don't know. Don't get me started.
Yep.
Woo! Go back and listen to that podcast, and you'll see how I felt about that shit.
Jackson Argos will be in Monongah on the 10th. That's Jackson Argos in Monongah. How crazy is that?
I mean, it seems like you guys will be able to air your grievances whenever you see him, at least.
Oh, Rich is a big fan. Rich loves.
Oh no,
you.
I'm a big fan. I'm not grievance. I'm just saying sometimes you can cheat and get the 3 count, but still lose. Look what happened in that match. I actually felt like Jackson should have won the belt.
Yeah.
For cheating?
He still won 1, 2, 3.
Hey, brother. I mean, technically, I guess then the unappreciated beat us.
There you go.
I don't condone it. I'm not a big condoning of cheating. I like talking shit. I'll say some downright despicable shit to people, but I don't cheat.
Well, let me clarify what I was telling Spooky is if that was the case, they should make it, the match should have been like no DQ as far as between Jackson and Zeke. Through Zeke and then see who would have won because Argos should have won. I don't condone cheating either. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying in that match, it was kind of fucked up that it got called back. The outcome had already been decided, but whoa, wait, it hadn't been. And like Spooky had pointed out, the biggest thing was the travesty that happened to you and Didi, because you're talking about like switching a tag belt versus someone having to lose their fucking tag team partner. That's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is
Big
a huge difference. So hopefully they end up giving them a rematch. I'd like to see it. I won't be attending, but I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
For sure. That was an awesome match. But back to you again, Marcus. This is your platform. We know people listen on the roster. RSW fans listen. This is your platform. What would you like to say to Tim Cross?
Oh.
I'm not going to address Tim.
Okay.
I think Tim already knows how I feel because I came up to him and talked to him after the match, along with talking to MV Young, and I've talked to half the locker room. But I'll address the RSW fans.
Have at
I'll
it.
address the listeners of this podcast, this fine podcast. Don't give up on indie wrestling. Because, I mean, eventually we all got to go away. You got to go away to be missed. Can't miss somebody that sticks around forever. And, I mean, eventually everyone goes away permanent.
Yeah.
Whether it be behind the scenes, away from the ring, back with their families. Maybe they end up getting their 10 count. But don't give up on indie wrestling. Make sure that you go out there and you support local indies. And just put your asses in the seats. Watch it. I mean, like this is an art. This is a big indie boom. It's something that everyone's a part of, from the people that are sitting there to the guys in the back, to the guys in the ring, to the people that rent their venues out. Everybody who watches it is part of it. It's only going to get bigger.
Yep.
And without me in it, doesn't matter. I'd rather still see you guys enjoy yourselves and keep the dream alive and keep wrestling alive. That's the important part. If I'm there or not, still go. Still watch it. Still support it. That's the important thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is something I love. I want to keep it going forever.
Yep. I couldn't agree
Oh, yeah.
more. Like you said, and I've said it numerous times on the podcast, pro wrestling as a whole, I don't believe has ever been in a better place. It is accessible any way you want to watch it. If you can't make it to a show, you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it a live stream. You can watch Fight TV. There's talented, good-hearted, good human beings in the business as far as workers, promoters, cameramen, etc., etc. Wrestling, in my opinion, and I know a lot about wrestling, has never been in a better place. And it's a very, very special time for the independent scene because there's so many gifted people. There's so many passionate fans. There's fans on Twitter making little music videos, doing this and that. It inspired me to start a podcast at almost at the age of 40. And I'm living my dream now. And like, go out, watch a show. If you're curious about wrestling, talk to folks in the know. There's always a spot for somebody that can help. If you can't go in the ring, I can't go in the ring. I know that. There's a place for you. Whether you're plopping down your money to support, or you want to take some pictures, if you want to try to be a referee, whatever your dream is, man. If you love wrestling like we do, fucking eat it up. Get all you can, because I am, and I'm loving it. It's a crazy time right now. Again, Marcus may not be an RSW, but that gives DD Vice a chance to shine. A dream match, an absolute dream match coming up in Monongah against Tommy Irish. So I encourage everybody, let's pack the town hall and let's have a fucking good time. Lawrence, any final thoughts before we wrap this bad boy up, brother?
Just really just echo your exact sentiments too. It's going to be kind of cool. I mean, it's certainly a somber mood. The fact that the tag team had to split up, but it's going to be great to see Didi have a chance to shine. And of course, I'll be supporting him as my brother as well. And also, just to kind of like what you said, also keep in mind that you might hype someone else up or inspire someone else to fucking watch indie wrestling, like Spooky Lou did to me. I'm a 50-year-old man, and I never even thought for a second about indie wrestling. That's no bullshit. And like what brought me on was this fine, esteemed gentleman that we have on here that we've reiterated numerous times how much he means to this podcast and how this podcast wouldn't be anything without him. And again, I just want to say once again, Marcus, you're my brother, man. I love watching you wrestle. I will continue to watch you, whether you're an RSW. I don't give a shit what promotion you're in. I don't care if you're down the street wrestling some high school guy. I will watch you anytime I get a chance. So, I appreciate the hell out of you, man. Thanks for, inviting me into the fold and making me kind of become a fan of this shit, man. Appreciate the hell out of you.
Yeah, I appreciate both you boys. Love both you boys. Just for it's not goodbye. It's until next time.
Fuck yeah.
That's well.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And like Lawrence said, man, thank you. I can't thank you enough. You've changed my life. It breaks my heart to see what's happening. But I know you're a good dude. You're a fucking great dude. You're a strong dude. You're stronger than both me and Lawrence combined. You've done great things for both of our lives. And we're going to miss the fuck out of you at shows. But we want you to be happy. We want you to enjoy your family. We want you to enjoy life. We want you to have the best life possible because you fucking deserve it, man. You deserve the world.
Absolutely. Yep.
Thank you, Liv. I love you, brother.
I love you, man. Is there any last words you want to say?
I think we covered everything, man. I think we're at a closing.
Yeah.
We're at a standstill. We're at the crossroads.
Yeah, you've broke me. I'm broken. So, hey, to the listeners, you've been listening to WrestleRoni. Just treat each other well. Be fair in life. Don't be a shithead. And live your dreams. Live your dreams, man. This has been WrestleRoni. We love you, Marcus Twist.
We love you, brother.
I love you guys.